What's up, dudes and dudettes? It's Pip Surfer with another daily update for the Cowabunga system. Today's Thursday, January 14th, 2010, and I apologize for not updating yesterday. I had an appointment and wasn't able to get to the blog, but I do have an update for today, so hopefully that'll help you. I'm just going to go ahead and get right into it. First, if this is your first time watching this, I'm going to actually show you. You're going to want to click on this link right above the video that says, if this is your first time visiting this blog, read this first. If you click that link, it's going to give you the rules to the system, the Cowabunga system. You're going to want to read that, learn it, kind of get used to it, and then come back, and these videos are going to make a lot more sense because that's what we're doing here. We're explaining the Cowabunga system on an actual market example. So hopefully that'll help you out. But if you're a regular to this, I just want to welcome you back, and you know how the deal goes. I have my 15-minute, my 4-hour chart open here. First thing we want to do is look at our 4-hour chart, and I'm going to move it to before midnight so you can see what it looked like. Now you can see that we've had this nice uptrend, and it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see this, that the market has been trending up. But it's confirmed from our Cowabunga system because of this trend change candle, which took place on the 8th. Since then, we haven't had no new trend change candles, so the trend is still up, still looking for long trades at the start of the day. And if I move through today's action, you can see still no new trend change candles, therefore the trend is still up, and we're still only looking for long trades. So again, it's pretty simple when there are no crazy movements during our market trading times. The trend just stayed up the entire day, and there's really not much else to look for in that 4-hour chart. So now I'm on my 15-minute chart, and I'm going to move this back to before midnight. And before we start our simulated trading day, we're going to want to look at our news events for the day. So again, you can go to babypips.com, click on this Tools tab, and it should automatically bring up the news events for the day. Today's the 14th, and you want to make sure this time zone drop-down bar is set to your correct time zone. And for me, I'm Eastern time zone. And we're looking for news events that affect either the sterling or the dollar because that's the currency pair we're trading. And so we're just going to look here. Nothing really for the UK, but for the US, we did have a slew of reports at 8:30. A big amount of news coming out there, so you want to jot that down. 8:30 a.m. Eastern time for me. And then at 10 a.m. we had business inventories. And those are really the only two time zones to watch out for. It was 8:30 and 10 a.m. Eastern time. So what I'm doing at this point is just jotting those news times down on a pad of paper, and just having them in my mind, knowing when they're going to come up. And you could do the same thing, or you can set an alarm or alert to remind you when those news events are coming out, because as part of our rules, we don't want to be in the market when news comes out. So now that we have our news events handy, we know we're only looking for long trades. Now we can begin our day. So I'm going to move my chart forward one candle at a time and simulate what goes on in my head while things are happening. Here at 2 a.m. we had a crossover for an upside. RSI is above 50, stochastics are trending up. MACD has gone from negative to positive there, so that is a valid entry. There's no news reports at this time, so we can go ahead and enter this trade. And you're going to want to enter at the close of this candle or as close to it as possible. In this case it's 63.02. Your stop's going to be at the most recent swing low at 62.71, and the nearest 50 or 0 level is at 63.50, and that gives you 48 pips of potential profit. So that's a pretty good looking trade there. So now at this point we can just let it ride, and if for some strange reason we're still in the market around 8:30, then we will exit our trade, but that's a rare event. We're usually not in a trade for more than a couple hours. So watching this go by, and unfortunately you can see that we got stopped out here. This happened at 3 a.m. closing at 3:15. So stopped out of this trade. Really nothing else you can do. We found the signal. It was everything was correct. It just didn't work out for us on that one. So a loss there, and you just continue to watch for more trades. So I'm paying attention to it. So right here, let's see here. There's a crossover to the upside. RSI is above 50. Stochastics are trending up. MACD again has gone from negative to positive. This is another valid entry. You want to enter at the close of the candle at 62.91, or as close to it as possible. Doesn't have to be exactly at that. Your stops at the most recent swing low at 62.94. Now our near 0 or 50 level is at 6,300. Now that doesn't give us much room for potential profit there. So what we're going to do is go for the same amount of pips we're risking on the trade. So to do that, you just take your entry, which is 62.91, subtract it from your stop at 62.64, and you get a difference of 27 pips. So now all you do is add 27 to your entry, which is again 62.91, and you get a target at 63.18. Okay? And again, no news events until 8:30, so we're just going to hold on and watch for it. And again, once again, we get stopped out right here at 6:15. We got close back at 4 a.m., but unfortunately, the market just returned back to us and hit our stop. So another loss there. And at this point, I know you guys might be feeling really discouraged because that's 2 losses. You're losing pips, and this is when it really gets hard as a trader, because you start to you really want to get emotional here, and that's that's normal. I'm not saying don't get emotional, but at the same time you have to learn to control it, learn that understand that the system is designed for you to win more than you lose. So at this point you're just taking it in stride. Okay, it's another loss. We got 2 losses today. Let's move on. Let's continue to watch for trades. So you just brush it off, and as much as possible move forward. Okay, here we get another crossover. Let's see, RSI is above 50, stochastic's trending up, MACD has gone from negative to positive. This looks like a valid entry. However, this is the 8:30 candle, which if you refer back to your notepad, it's a news candle. So at this point we don't enter this signal because it is a news candle. And I know, as emotional as you get, you've lost 2 pips and you see another signal and you're thinking, man, this is my chance to make it all up. And so you go ahead and enter that. That is something that you don't want to do. Now I'm going to move my chart forward, and you can see that this trade actually would have been a winner. So if you did kind of get a little emotional there and took that trade, then you probably would have made most of your pips back, if not got a little profit there. But I'm telling you, over the long run, you're not going to want to do that. You don't want to get even with the market, so to speak. Even though you took 2 hits early on in the day, just because you saw what looked like could be a good signal, you still got to follow the rules. Remember, you got to go by the numbers. The system has been tested for over 2 or 3 years now. It's been consistent. It's proven to be profitable over the long run, and you have to trust that, because if you don't, then you're going to end up losing in the long run, and that's something that you don't want to do. So today you might have won a battle, you might have been able to get even, and you might think, well, I can just do this more often. But trust me, from experience, you're going to want to trust in the system and stay disciplined. So today for me, I took 2 losses, and yes, it sucks, but you got to take it in stride, and as something that it's not like I haven't seen this before. So I've taken 2 trades, and sometimes it might seem like you're taking a lot of losses over the days or months or whatever, but if you look at it, if you go to my trade journal and meet pips over the past few months, I might just be break even or even slightly positive, and that's a great thing, because we're going through kind of what is a down run, a losing streak, and to just be broke even, or to just be even slightly positive, that is a great thing, because it's during the times when the market is good to us that we'll really be banking profit. And so right now we're saving a lot of pips. We're not losing anything, which is a great thing to have, especially in the long run. So I hope that encourages you, even with the 2 losses. Again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask, especially if you're really new to it, and I'll try to answer them as best as I can. Thank you again to Mabita Sharaf for being my right-hand man, for answering all the questions. Appreciate it. Thank you so much, and I will see you all on the next update. Cowabunga, dudes.